And we're back. Yes, guys, what is going on? It's been a sort of a while since I've kind of been on here. I remember doing this sort of like the YouTube videos again back in lockdown, but I know it's sort of like something I want to sort of like work on now and just build up and do more and sort of I talk to you about different things in a longer format or whatever, and give you an insight into my life, my training, etc. And yeah, that's what I want to do in this sort of video, is just sort of cover like sort of what I'm up to at the moment, sort of what my training looks like, etc. And then obviously go through like a sort of some comments or questions I've just gone through at the moment with sort of with clients as well, especially at the start of this year, like the common trends people go through. So where I'm at the moment, like I said, obviously recording this now, it's just beginning of March. The first 2 months of the year 2025 has been really good, like so cutting down, just trimming down after Christmas, like so tidying things up and like getting a bit leaner, especially now with spring coming, etc., and holidays and summer. It's tidying things up there. So my current weeks looks typically like so 5 workouts a week, and probably like 3 lifting sessions a week, 1 or 2 then sort of like fitness hit-based sessions, whether that's sort of like a run, like just a long sort of like, I don't say 5 to 8k run, perhaps some sort of like, again, hit session, like or a high rock session, like a condensed thing of that, or just some intervals like an EMOM and things like that. So I do 1 to 2 of those a week. So I do sort of 3 lifting, like I say 1 to 2 then, like sort of hit interval fitness sessions basically, okay? And I do that just because I like the sort of the blend of like having some strength and muscular work, working on the physique, getting stronger, building the muscle, and then obviously I like the sort of the fitness side as well, balancing that out, like sort of so having the sort of being strong, being lean, being fit. And as well, I like the benefits they give, like, because obviously lifting in the gym feels good, that is all good for the mind and endorphins, everything. Yeah, when you lift, you feel good after a workout and pushing through, and then perhaps you're dying after some intervals, whatever. But then you go outdoors and you do a run, and then that hit's completely different. That hits sort of in just a really good way, just like when you're going out cycling, or perhaps you can go swimming as well. I know that, and that's why I like to get the blend of both of them. So that's my current sort of training setup. Usually, obviously, the weight sessions are usually like full body sessions. So I hit the full body, like a different exercise for each body part. In the first session compared to the next and compared to the third. So say I'll do like incline bench on, say like incline dumbbell press on the first session. I might go and do some sort of flat barbell on the second. The next one then I might do sort of perhaps a floor press, a dip or something like that. I'll just rotate the presses around. Same with pulls, same with lower body movements, things like that. And that's pretty much it, like what my training looks like at the moment. My steps, again, usually sort of about 10k a day. I'm hitting those because before, at the start of January, I got my new Garmin, started tracking that, and it went sort of, it went downhill. Like, so I'm looking at it at the start of January, it's like I was getting like sort of 4 to 6k a day. I was like, what the hell are you doing? So that's when I know, like, okay, I need to sort this out. And then I started like, okay, let's build a 10k a day, because I really dropped off. And then there's obviously since I think the middle, like the sort of the 10th of Jan or something, whatever. Again, I've just been hitting like 10k a day, got the rest before it now, and it's just a new standard. So that's it. I'll give you sort of a look into my training this week. So that's my training. In terms of nutrition, again, I eat sort of similar meals most days. Probably it's the first meal a day, usually about midday. I usually fast in the morning, just like I said, water, black coffee. And then, yeah, around about midday, I'll either have some sort of skyr yogurt, berries, and perhaps some dark chocolate, or what I've done lately is more sort of just the skyr yogurt, berries, and then like a sort of a chicken bagel as well. Again, just obviously having more protein and having a sort of some carbs there as well, and just I always play around with stuff to see how it sits with me, how I feel from different things, and I don't know, perhaps I think I was having really quite hungry and just sort of it wasn't enough perhaps. Like just having the sort of the yogurt bowl, and then I don't know, perhaps the dark chocolate. I didn't sort of. I felt heavy after it. So I always play around the meals, but that's been my sort of a first meal around my midday. Then sort of my next meal is usually about 4 o'clock, and that's always generally chicken, rice, like tomatoes and cucumber. Tomatoes. Who the hell am I? And then some spicy mayo, the absolute goat of sauces. And then sort of my third meal a day is at 8 o'clock. Again, usually, it could be chicken and rice again, like the same as meal 2. It could be sort of minced peppers and rice. It could be sort of like a Hello Fresh sometimes. And then it could be like eating out then as well. Like I'll eat out perhaps once or twice a week, I think. But yeah, generally sort of, it's like chicken and rice, mince and rice. It could be like some chicken and wraps. I'll just rotate perhaps the protein sauce or the carb sauce. Like I said, maybe a Hello Fresh meal if I'm with my missus. And then, what was I going to say? Yeah, if I'm eating out, perhaps I'll eat out, it'll be a pizza, perhaps it'll be a steak, perhaps it'll be a curry, whatever. If I am sort of eating out, and then sort of, that's just generally the sort of how my week looks in terms of eating. Saturday and Sunday is pretty much the same. Sunday, obviously, I'll throw like a Sunday roast in, and just perhaps Saturdays, it depends, sort of, I might have like sort of something different, like usually salmon or some bolognese or something like that on Saturday night, something different. But generally across the week, I probably, like I say, if we have 3 meals a day, and then so okay, 7 days, 21 meals, probably sort of 18 of those are like sort of pretty good, like sort of good foods and just sort of like for my body, for training performance, energy, for digestion, etc. And then the other stuff is just sort of probably like 2 or 3 meals are just sort of more flexible and just higher calories, etc. So yeah, that's my eating looks. So this is my first meal of the day. We've got some vanilla scare yogurt, probably about 250, 300 grams of that. 100 grams of sort of frozen berries. We got probably like a tablespoon of like 15 grams of peanut butter, and then some cinnamon sprinkled over the top. We got some chicken breast. We got some rice, pack of basmati rice, just in the microwave, some cucumber, and then some spicy mayo. So I got chicken, rice, cucumber, tomatoes, and some spicy mayo again. With some honey and some cinnamon as well, sort of same as the other meal. Yes, so a big thing I see this time of year is like guys obviously trying to overhaul their lifestyle, overhaul their like sort of the diet. They have to start this new diet. I see obviously in January, I see like sort of now, like where people are getting ready for spring and sort of holidays, they have to jump on some sort of diet. They have to sort of like, their diet is probably crap. It's just obviously full of just sort of carbs and junk and convenience-based food. And then they just go and jump in. I was speaking to somebody the other day, just goes and jumps in some sort of carnivore, just eats all meat, like overhauls everything. Whereas like all you need to do is just make some changes to your current diet. Just perhaps, okay, look at what you're currently eating. Okay, can we just add some more protein here? Can we add some sort of more, add more meals in? Or perhaps can we just sort of add more fruit and veg in here? Because it was like some people have, say, cereal for breakfast, like sort of some sort of sandwich for lunch, and then some sort of, say, potatoes or pasta and stuff in the evening. Okay, that's, again, if that's usually, okay, can we just add some sort of, add some protein to that? Like sort of, okay, the sandwich, can we just obviously make sure we're getting a sort of, perhaps sandwich made from home, rather than like a sort of a shop bought one, and just, can we have some fruit or sort of like salad with it? And then perhaps like in the morning in cereals, can we have just oats instead? Can we have protein with that? Like perhaps protein scoop in the oats or some, like I said, like some skyr yogurt, things like that. Again, it doesn't need to be this massive overhaul. You don't need to sort of cut everything out. You don't need to sort of like give up these things and just jump on this diet because this is the way. Like, no, you already have a way of eating. All you need to do is make some tweaks to it. And what you find there is, like, that's like, it's a lot more sustainable because you're not making these massive like home run sort of changes. And like I said, you're already eating that way. And it's just, you said, the body, it's just more subtle and your body doesn't notice it. And like, that's enough to sort of cause some weight loss. People think like, oh, I'm overweight, I'm like eating this weight. So they go to the opposite end of the scale, so the far end, in an effort to lose weight. Well, all you need to do is just come here. Just take a couple of steps, just like trim down all these takeaways, the alcohol, the shit, all the Gregs every day. Just trim that down and they will lose weight. They think they have to, instead of like, oh, if you just trim down 400 or 500 calories, you will lose weight. They think they have to like sort of like go live off 400 or 500 calories. And it's just so, and that's what fucks them up. That's what sort of why they only last a couple of weeks. They lose a bit of weight, but then they always gain it back. So again, it's just like changing that approach. And like, so if you want to sort of get in shape now for sort of like a holiday or an event, you want to start losing weight, again, like just look at what you can eat and just trim that down. You don't need to sort of jump into a specific diet. You don't need to cut everything out. You just don't need to live off rabbit food or salads or chicken and rice. Again, you just need to sort of, okay, can I just sort of like the big elephant in the room. Let's address that first.